Hi everybody, I'm Randy Arrington and welcome to episode 90 of Page Valley Livin'. We're here today at the Page Valley Fairgrounds to celebrate the 56th annual Page County Heritage Festival. There are lots of activities, lots of great food going on here today. As you can see, they've got old steam engines running. They've got local crafts, they've got homemade goodies and consignments over in the building over here. They've got antique tractor shows, steam and gas engine show, log sawing demonstrations that we'll show you in just a few minutes, feed grinding demonstrations, cider pressing, large steam engines, blacksmith demonstrations. The blacksmith set up right over here doing some forging. And there's basket making. We will show you some of that. Apple butter boiling, pottery being made. We're going to have a great pottery demonstration later on. But just all sorts of old engines and things that show us some of our pioneer heritage. Like these old presses and engines here, like the one over there that's pumping water. And then if we come right over here, we're going to see some of these antique tractors that are on display. There's so much going on here to teach us a little bit about the way things used to be and the way things were back in the yesteryears. So make sure you stay tuned for this episode 90 as we tour around the Page Valley Fairgrounds, talk to a few artisans and folks here at the festival. They're coming from all over. Hundreds and hundreds have showed up for this two-day festival on Saturday and Sunday, October 11th and 12th. Right here, as we said, at the Page Valley Fairgrounds. It's the 56th annual Page County Heritage Festival. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more after a word from our sponsor. At Luray Caverns, the Smithsonian Institution said, quote, "It is safe to say there is probably no other cave in the world more completely and profusely decorated than that of Luray. Come see Mother Nature showing off only at Luray Caverns. Visit them online at luraycaverns.com to plan your trip today." Hi folks, we're back here at the 56th annual Page Valley Heritage Festival, and we're going to talk to one of our artisans that's here today. Can you tell us your name and where you're from?
My name is Terry Barnett, and I'm from right here in Luray.
Right here in Luray. How long have you been painting for?
I started back in the 80s with oils, and then I kind of quit for a while, and then I discovered acrylics. So it's been probably 5 years or so.
Wow, and I tell you, you have quite a touch here. These are some outstanding pieces. I want you to tell me, amongst these Halloween pieces, is there a favorite that maybe you have?
Probably the scarecrow guy.
The scarecrow guy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, I like the detail right here in this spider web. This is amazing. We've got
and if you look, he's got a little friend back there.
I did not even see. What is that right there?
It's just a little creature watching him.
A little creature watching you. I love that. We got a tombstone here. We got a werewolf. We got a very scary jack-o'-lantern. Is there? Do you like to do seasonal pieces?
I do. Halloween's my favorite. I love doing Halloween, and I do like to do seasonal stuff.
So obviously you're right here from in Luray. You knew all about the Heritage Festival. Did you ever?
Actually, I did not.
You did not?
No, I saw it actually on Facebook.
Okay. Now, where did you grow up in Luray, or are you from elsewhere?
No.
Where did you originally come from?
Well, I moved here from Front Royal. I lived there probably for 30 years, but originally from Ohio.
Okay, very good. And we talked about the Halloween pieces. You've also got some Christmas pieces here. Where do you find your inspiration for these paintings?
Pictures online.
Pictures online?
Yeah.
And
I see something cute and I'm like, oh, that'd be cute to paint. So then I just do it.
How did you develop your skills? Because again, I think these are excellent. These are outstanding. How did you get to this point?
A lot of practice.
A lot of practice. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, right?
Yes.
Just kind of over and over and over again. When did you get to a point where you're like, you know what? Somebody might want to buy these.
Well, that's funny because I painted and I gave them to family and friends. I was like, oh, here, I just painted this, have a painting. And somebody said, well, why don't you try and sell them? So I was like, I never really thought about it. So then I saw the Heritage Festival and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it. And I've been painting for months on these.
If somebody sees this, of course, after the Heritage Festival has taken place, and they would still like to contact you, or maybe look online at some of your paintings, or contact you about buying one, how could they do that?
They can go to Facebook, facebook.com/easel.antics, and that's my webpage for.
Very good. And remind us of your name once again.
Terry Barnett.
Terry Barnett, thank you so much for talking with us today at the 56th Annual Page County Heritage Festival. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the 56th Annual Page County Heritage Festival. And we're here now at the booth of Kathy Miranda, known as the Pottery Lady, right here in Luray. And Kathy, how long have you been doing pottery?
I want to say 50 years.
15?
50.
50 years.
50
Wow,
years.
you're not even that old. How is that possible? Come on. And you've got with you now a student today. Tell us your name and where you're from.
I'm Tom Leusner. I'm visiting Virginia with my wife, Karen, and we're here for the festival.
And where are you from?
New Jersey, Laurel Springs.
Wow, and you came down here just for the festival?
Yes.
Wow,
we
this
saw
is
it
amazing.
Last year, we met Kathy and we came back.
And so this is your second time to the festival,
yes.
and it impressed you so much you had to come back.
Had to.
All the
We
way
loved
from
it.
New Jersey.
Yes.
That is amazing.
We came back just to spin.
Oh, just to spin. Well, let's get to spinning. Let's see what's going to happen here.
So we have, I measured out a pound of clay for everyone that wants to throw, and Tom's going to take this clay and he's going to smack it right in the middle. There,
Wow.
That's a good sound.
Good
'cause
smack.
We want it to stick. This way we know it's stuck. It's stuck good. We don't want it to hit anybody. So the first thing we're going to do is I want Tom, you're going to feel the clay just to see how sticky it is.
Yeah.
And we don't want it to feel that. We want it to feel like that.
Right.
Okay?
Yep.
So there are two things. You always want to brace your arms on something. It can be your knees, you can be your the splash pan, your stomach, but you don't want to have your arms up in the air.
Okay.
And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to center it. Centering takes a lot of practice to do. So usually what I do is I'll center it for everybody when they come here. So
Okay.
let me center it for you.
Okay.
And we're just going to, and centering is I'm pushing in towards the side
Oh, wow.
and down.
Yeah.
It's taking shape
And-
immediately.
Yeah, it feels nice.
Well, if you do the same pressure, it has nowhere to go but the center. So now it's centered. And now what we're going to do is you're going to take two fingers, like
I'm gonna try to
I
make a
have
hole.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going to open it up.
Come on in and
do
look
you
at
feel it
this.
getting dry
Right where
at
their
all?
hands
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if you feel it getting dry, we're just going to throw some water in there. And you don't want to hit the bottom, so you want to,
Okay.
but you can go down more. And when you take your hand out, you want to relax
Just
your
2 fingers
hand.
or 3 fingers?
2 fingers is good, but you want to relax your hand before you take it out. And when you take it out gently.
Okay.
And I notice you're keeping the clay wet. How important is that?
Very wet, because you'll be dragging the clay, especially if you're just learning to throw. You want to keep it pretty wet. And so let's try to
Yeah,
keep
pull
it
slowly,
right
yeah.
in the center.
Yeah.
And it's almost, just go down like 1/8 of an inch more is good. Because we're going to trim a foot on the bottom when it's done too.
Okay.
All right, so now I'm going to take this. We're just going to make it, I want you to take the same 2 fingers and you're going to pull it gently towards you, not pushing down anymore. And then relax your hand and let it go. And this, you see how this is curved a little bit?
Yeah.
I'm just going to flatten at the bottom.
Oh, it's shaping the bowl. Look at that.
Well,
Wow.
it's doing another thing too. What it's doing is it's compressing the bottom.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is
so
gonna
I'm making
help.
a base.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it feels real neat.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a groove on the outside and the inside. You see that groove right there?
Yes.
In this one? You're going to use this hand. We want that hand. Two hands always get dirty.
Okay,
Right?
yep.
So this is called the claw grip. And you take your thumb, and that goes in that groove, and you can put your fingers in this.
Okay.
Just like, so always arm down. You can put your arm down.
Oh, okay. Oh, my arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
And then don't push down. You just kind of squeezing up. Not hard. Don't squeeze hard. Keep coming up. And then right before
Yeah,
you
it
get
is
to the
getting
top,
taller.
you let go.
Yeah. I
And
see.
so
yeah.
what I want you to do, though, is you don't have to squeeze hard because you can keep coming up.
Just
Okay? You
spinning
can-
it out. Is that what we're doing?
yeah. And you don't want it to come out too far. So let's just give it a hug like
Okay.
this. A hug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so we're going to hug it like this and then slowly let go.
Oh,
Now it's making
wow.
it thicker.
Yep.
You can raise it up more.
Okay.
So again, you're going to do the same thing
One thumb and
more push in with your thumb into your fingers. Then right before you get to the top.
Wow.
Right.
oh,
Very
that feels
good.
so nice.
That is wonderful. You look
Great,
like
yeah.
a pro.
Yeah.
Look like a pro. Remind us of your name once again.
I'm Tom Leusner from New Jersey.
Well,
Visiting.
Tom, thanks for coming down to Luray again. Kathy, we're going to let you finish the bowl here with Tom. It's been
thanks,
great.
Randy.
We've been with Kathy Miranda, the pottery lady, right here in Luray, right here at the 56th annual Page County Heritage Festival.
Beautiful day.
At Luray Caverns, from well-lighted paved walkways, explore cathedral-sized rooms with ceilings 10 stories high, and walk among huge chambers filled with towering stone columns. Come visit Geology's Hall of Fame, only at Luray Caverns. Visit them online at luraycaverns.com to plan your trip today. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the 56th annual Page County Heritage Festival. I'm here now with Mr. Mark Boserman and Kathleen Kime, who's joining us right now to talk a little bit about the Boserman Steam Team. It is one of the biggest events here at the Heritage Festival. Everybody comes in to watch them saw logs as they're doing back here, or they're taking a little break now, but they're sawing logs on this old sawmill. And Mr. Boserman, you have been involved with the Page County Heritage Association for a number of years.
Ever since it started.
Ever since it started.
We were at the first Heritage Festival. We've been ever since, yeah.
Wow, and of course this is the 56th year, so you've been doing this a while.
I've missed one when I was in the Army, but my brother Gary, he was here. So.
Now tell me why that you are a member of the Heritage Association and why you think it's so important.
Well, my brother was the president of the Heritage Association for a while. And
right.
We all were interested, always been interested in history of the valley here, and so we got involved with the Heritage Festival.
Why do you think that not only, I mean, I see a lot of older folks here, but I see a lot of kids here too. Why is it important for the younger generation to see how things were done in yesteryear?
I think it is because that will give them an idea of what people did before them and the improvements that's been made in the equipment and stuff ever since then.
Everyday tasks were a little tougher back then, weren't they?
Yeah.
And it wasn't all just like doing this, right, with the phone.
When you hoed your corn with a hoe and then you sit up there and drove a tractor, there was quite a bit of difference.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Well, now let's talk about the steam team now that runs this mill here. How long does it take to get this thing set up every year?
Well, we started hauling in here 3 days ago. And,
Oh, wow.
and we finally got it, almost everything working now.
Well,
It takes about 4 days every year to set it up and then 4 days to haul it back home again.
good gracious. Well, I tell you, y'all draw a big crowd. Y'all are usually pretty popular out here, aren't you?
The Heritage Association calls this Bosserman land. For our tractors and stuff, they call it Bosserman land.
Now, you were telling me something interesting earlier that you had asked him about, and he told you a story about his grandfather. How does that tie in?
So my dad's father used to leave Page County and go and work on the Great Lakes, and then he would come back. And I asked Dad the other day, I said, well, what did he do on the Great Lakes, you know? And he said he operated all the steam engines that ran the boats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a steam engineer. And I said, boy, that brings a whole new generation to the steam team, you know? I thought it was he and his brother, but it actually is a whole generation before that running steam power, so.
And during the Depression, there wasn't much jobs here, so he got a job on the lakes running an ore carrier, and he worked there until the lakes froze over, so he couldn't work in the wintertime. He worked from like May to October, November. Yeah.
No kid, no kid. And correct me if I'm wrong, but steam-powered engines, that preceded the gasoline-powered engines, right?
Sir,
and that's how they got everything done.
Steam was from 1850 to 1920, and then from about 1909 to present day is gas tractors.
Well, I'm looking at all these engines that y'all got around here, and we got the old green one over here that's running the belt.
It's a Rumley 3060. Yeah.
Now, obviously they don't make them anymore. How in the world do you find parts and keep them running every year at the Heritage Festival?
You cannibalize parts or you make them yourself. That's all. That's the way.
Dad can keep pretty much anything running. He recently got a tractor that had been sitting since 1977, and he tinkered with it for, I don't know, half an hour, and he was driving it around the yard. So he's very good at figuring out how to make things work, which I think is really good for the next generation to see that ability to problem solve and to think through and to work through problems, because if you don't have that, you can't keep your machinery running.
And you could appreciate that as an educator,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
You're still
absolutely.
over at Springfield?
I am, yep, down at Springfield.
And what do you do at Springfield
I'm
Elementary?
the librarian, instructional coach, reading specialist. I kind of do a combo job.
That is fantastic. And do y'all still have that community garden going
We
back
do
there?
still have our community garden in the back. Yep, we harvested carrots from it the other day for the kids to see, and they were so excited. I took them out and I said, "Oh, can you find the carrots?" And the kindergartners all wandered around the garden, and they were like, "No, we can't find them." And one said, "I can see some here," and then we started pulling them up. And we had a whole lesson on root vegetables and everything.
That is awesome. Keep that up. That is
Yes.
a great program.
Yeah.
Because like Mr. Balzerman was saying, it's so important for the young kids to realize how things used to be done. So maybe
100%.
just a little bit, they'll appreciate how easy things are now.
Dad is always, when I was a classroom teacher, he would be great about bringing in artifacts and talking to the kids about Page County history and everybody that came before us. And that was always my students' most interesting lesson was the hands-on learning that could take place with Page County history, you know. So.
Well, I tell you, I've really enjoyed this, and I can't believe that I'm talking to a gentleman who's been here every year except 1 year he was in the Army.
Yep.
Since this started 56 years ago here at the Page Valley Fairgrounds. You going to do it again next year?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you so much, sir,
All right.
for talking with us today. We really appreciate it.
take care.
Thank you so much.
Come down next year. I'll be here. Thank you.
Well, I'm drifting, like a ship out on a sunny.
And here we are now inside one of the exhibit buildings at the 56th Annual Page County Heritage Festival. And we're here with a well-known local artist, Gary Saylor. Gary, thanks for talking with us today.
Thank you.
Now, obviously, you have all of your prints here on display and some framed items. Have you been having a pretty good day so far?
We've had a very busy day today so far.
And the Heritage Festival, that's one of your biggest days of the year, is it not?
It is. This is the 36th year for me.
36th
Yeah.
year here at the Heritage Festival. Well,
Yeah.
it's only been going back to 56. And do you know who we just talked to, who's been to every one except one? We just talked with Mark Boserman.
Yeah.
And with the Page County Heritage
Yeah.
Association, and we talked with him a little while ago. And now let's talk about some of your paintings here. Tell me a little bit about this one back here. It's got the old mill in it.
That's Bunker Hill Mill from Bunker Hill, West Virginia.
Okay.
And, built similar to our Willow Grove Mill here in the county.
Okay.
And that's been a big seller for me. It's been a good print. So.
Now, did you actually go there, or do you take a picture of it and paint from the picture, or do you go and sit in the field? How do you do that?
Did go there and took photographs, worked from the photographs of it.
Very good.
Yeah.
And I know you've got one here, the Mimslam
Mimslam.
Inn from in downtown Luray. And where's this one here from?
This is a local barn in the county. Actually, it was a white barn. And it's was my second print, and it's been out of print for many years.
Oh, really?
Been sold out. I bought this at an auction and reframed it, and
Oh, wow.
and have it for sale today. And one of my favorite prints. Yeah.
Well, I tell you one that I have at the house. I've got the old Willow Grove one that you did as well, but I've got one. You got one over here that has all of these iconic images from the town of Luray, and we're going to show people a picture of that here in a moment. But tell me a little bit about how that project came about and how you did it.
I was approached by a lady from North Carolina who traveled around to different towns, and this was for the town's 200th anniversary.
Back in 2012, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got a bunch of images on there, and you were working from pictures as well with
Worked
that?
from photos of each one and sized it up. The original was a huge painting, full size. So they were all done in one painting.
It looks to be about 30. Is it about 30 images on there?
There's
Close to it?
42, I believe.
42 different
altogether.
images
Yeah.
of things from downtown, from the Mimslam Inn to some old buildings to all sort of iconic places around the town of Luray. Let's see what else we have here. Tell me about this one here.
That's Virginia Farm. That's been a popular print. Built similar to a lot of the old homes in Page County, where it would start out with the brick structure and eventually they would add on to it. So it does look like an actual house that people have seen.
Oh, wow.
I just talked to a lady about that, and she was trying to figure out where she had seen the house. And
Now,
I said,
Gary-
mainly imagination.
Well, absolutely. Gary, tell me a little bit about when you started painting, how you got started and interested in art.
I was 32 years old and started taking a watercolor class with Ann Markowitz.
Yes.
Ann Ryder, she was. Most people here know her by Markowitz.
Right.
And studied with her for several years. And she pushed me really hard. She was a great teacher. She
Wow.
really was. And,
Wow.
Yeah.
How much do you, I know maybe you don't travel as much as you used to, but
Right.
how much do you travel around going to festivals and back in years past?
In years past, it's been quite a few. I used to do one in Martinsburg. They had a big apple harvest festival every October,
Martinsburg, West Virginia.
and that was
Yeah.
a successful show for me.
Very
Yeah.
good, very good.
And Newmarket, Sperryville, sometimes different things. Yeah.
Well, right here, Gary Saylor, one of the best artists in the Shenandoah Valley, taking a moment to talk with us. Gary, we appreciate it so much, and I hope you sell out today.
Thank you, Randy. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care. Well, it's been a big day here at the Page Valley Fairgrounds for the 56th annual Page County Heritage Festival. Lots of activities here today, folks. Lots of demonstrations of old steam engines, lots of delicious food to eat of all sorts of varieties, so many craft vendors, and so many things here to see. We hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you weren't able to make it out this year, make sure you come out on Columbus Day weekend of 2026 and enjoy the 57th annual Page County Heritage Festival right here at the fairgrounds. We want to remind everybody, if you liked our video here, episode 90 of Page Valley Livin', to hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Page Valley News. And as always, we want to thank Eleanor Arrington for all of her help with behind the camera and in the editing room this week. And we also want to remind you, pardon me, to go down to the Page County Animal Shelter and help one of our furry friends find a forever home. Until next week, from the Page Valley Fairgrounds, I'm Randy Arrington saying enjoy that Page Valley living.
Wonder this time where